The Ivy Tech Community College campus at Lafayette, Indiana is working in collaboration with the Wabash Heartland Innovation Network, or WHIN, to establish a premier precision agriculture and equipment technology program. Students can gain technical certificates and degrees in precision agriculture by learning about the latest digital agriculture technologies involving sensors and automation systems. As part of this living laboratory for the Wabash Heartland Innovation Network, our 65-acre farm field is a place where students can learn about the latest technologies. One of the latest digital agriculture technologies that has been installed at the Ivy Tech campus has been the AgriDrain Smart Tile technology. AgriDrain allows for farm managers to manage the water table levels in their farm field and utilize the technology to release or retain that water through, in our field, 10 structures that are IoT enabled. Those structures can allow farmers to actually retain water and also retain nutrients to be utilized by cover crops. Ivy Tech teamed up with the Pence Group of Lafayette, Indiana to install the drainage tile and the AgriDrain system. The Pence Group worked with us as well as the Tippecanoe County government to develop a drainage plan for the field. And here to talk more about the system is Paul Pence from the Pence Group.
I'm not sure how many of you know about the technology of pattern tile drainage. It has really become popular in the past couple decades with the invention of the yield monitor. You know, we've always been able to drive down the road and say, okay, there's a wet spot because the plants are totally dead. What we've been able to do recently in the last couple decades is to be able to identify that in between a tile line that we actually have significantly lower yields than on top of the tile line. So because of that, we've started to tighten our drainage spacing up. We've also started to shallow our drainage tile so that we're removing less of the water profile in a more rapid period of time. Where the smart drainage system works into that is that our goal here with these series of gates and structures is to be able to not always let all of the water out, but to be able to hold water back during certain times of the year. All of us know that in the Midwest, we typically have more water than the plants need. We have more water than what we need in order to get into the field, to plant, do our field work, etc. And then as the summer months come into effect, we end up with dry spells where it's actually where plants are actually starved for water. And so our goal with this system here is to be able to preserve water, number one, and then number two, to preserve the nutrient load that the water carries. We have a series of structures and then underground gates, which we'll look at here in just a little bit, that basically have the ability to back the water back up into the field. So when would we do that? We would do that during the fallow season so that we're not allowing any fall applied nutrients to exit the field during the fallow season. And then we would also do that after planting season. So during fallow season, we'll have the gates closed, and then planting season, we'll drain the systems as far as we can so that we can give maximum workability to the field. And then after planting season and spraying season is complete, we're going to close these gates and raise the water table back up and allow the water table to go down as the root systems go down into the soil profile. So to describe a little bit more of the mechanics of the structure itself, we have the electrically actuated cylinder that raises and lowers the valve. And then we also have the sonar device that reads the water table, the sensor that reads the water table level, okay? And then basically the brains of this unit are in here. So we have a small battery, we have a solar panel up top with a solar charger, and then we have a small PLC in here that gives the ability to send signal to the structure itself in order to raise and lower the gates. The way that this communicates with the outside world is through a cellular modem.
On May 10th and 11th of 2022, Ivy Tech hosted a field day to showcase the NRCS cover crops trial with the U.S. Department of Agriculture, as well as the Smart Tile and the installation of the Smart Tile. Participants of the field day were local farmers, industry partners, high school students, and our Ivy Tech and Purdue students. We would like to thank the Wabash Heartland Innovation Network for this living laboratory investment at Ivy Tech, in addition to the Purdue Extension Specialist John Scott, who provided drone footage and also provided some GIS mapping of all of the locations of tile installation subsurface. In addition, we would like to thank the Pence Group and AgriGrain for the technology, and also the WHIN interns for providing the technical services of putting this video together.